What's going on, everybody? It's your man KTJ. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Today, we have a great topic for you: why top tier men are overlooking you. This is a message to the women in our community. I see so many of these conversations out there where women want to be heard, women want to be seen, women want to be noticed, and women also want to know, what is it? What is this thing? The reason I'm being overlooked, and how do I get a top tier man's attention? All right. So look, I was at an event last night with my fraternity, and there were some really great women there, and there were some great men there. One lady that I found myself having a conversation with, she was a former pharmacist who turned into a lawyer. Okay. And she's like, well, listen, I make great money. I'm in good shape. I look good. I feel good. I feel, I feel like I deserve a top tier man, something we used to call high value man, right? And as she described herself just like a man. I've got my car. I've got a house. I've got all these things, right? She has all these things, but you know what she doesn't have? She doesn't have a man. And I want to help there's so many of these even successful women out here who really want to find love. I mean, and fellas, look, we can't even speak against it, because look, you would tell your daughter the same thing. You would tell your daughter, go to school, get your education, don't worry about boys. I got a 19-year-old daughter, and that's what I would tell her, right? But what do you do when it doesn't work? So this is our live stream Saturday. So I want you guys to pop in. The chat is open for you. I would love to hear what you have to say. And we got some folks already here. All right. My girl Shamika. Yes, women must know how to give their man the feminine experience. Oh, okay. I see you. I see you. Yes. And so this woman that I'm talking about, that I was on with last night. Okay, I was at this event talking with her. She was feminine. She was feminine, right? But I could tell she's been tussling in the masculine world. You ever see a woman that you can see like she's feminine, like she's got some edge to her. She understands her femininity, but it hasn't been trained, it hasn't been nurtured, it hasn't been cultivated. So I'm going to get into it today. I hope you guys are doing well. I am KTJ. I'm a dating and relationship coach known as the Love Coach of Atlanta, but I serve the world. And we're getting into this. This might hurt somebody, but I'm telling you, it's going to help somebody else. All right. So if you've been ever wondering why the good, high quality, top tier luxury men aren't noticing you, then this one is going to be good for you. All right. So need everybody to go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. This is what we talk about over here. This is a different show, right? Because my background is I was a men's counselor for many years, turned love coach. And so now I'm a dating and relationship coach here in the Atlanta area. All right. And it's different. It's different out here. It's different when there are tons of beautiful, successful women and very few men who will turn out for them. I mean, I sit there and watch them at some of these events. The women will come in and listen. One thing I've learned about women are pretty much the same right? Everywhere. A woman wants to be pursued. I think I might just do a video on that alone, on pursuing women. Getting back to pursuing women. I was talking to a young guy about that. But I go to these events and women are sitting, I'll see them sitting together, and they're sitting like in bunches around, let's say, the bar or the restaurant. They're sitting in a booth, and the men are in the middle of the floor. I'm watching the men in the middle of the floor. The men are collaborating and connecting and networking and not paying the women any mind. And the women are just sitting with other women. And as I look up there and I'll say, you know what? Not a lot of men are going to approach a woman who's sitting with a bunch of other women. Right? This is one of those situations where women are keeping other women single by hanging out with them. So I tell my clients, look, if you're going to the singles event, uh, distance yourself from. You can say hello to some of the women, but you didn't come there to meet women. If you came there to meet men, posture yourself in a position where a man can get to you. All right. So listen to this. I was once asked. I once asked 10 successful men, what kind of woman really catches your eye? What kind of woman really catches your attention? Right? The first ones. And only two of them said looks. Now, you would think that everybody's going to say looks, but only two of them said looks. All right. So let me tell you the real reason they gave and what it reveals in this game changer for women who think they're doing everything, like that lady I was talking to last night. Right. So let me give you the reason. One, you're leading with your resume and not your radiance. This lady was beautiful last night, right? Had her hair done, makeup done, all the things. But she began to tell me all her accomplishments. Oh yeah, I went to pharmacy school. She said I'm a pharmacist, so that means she's a doctor. She's got you know she's sat through that. She's a lawyer. She left the left pharmaceuticals and became a lawyer. So to be a lawyer, that means she passed the bar. This is more accomplishments, and it's in lawyer terms, it's making a case for why a man should want you. But I'm telling you, making a case in this way is not the way that men operate. Men don't see women by their accomplishments and deciding, yes, this is the woman I want. That's not the way it works. All right. Top tier men aren't impressed by job titles. They're drawn by vibe. Men are these top tier men are looking and we could talk about even the definition of top tier, right? A top tier man is a man who is self-aware. I like to start with definitions. A top tier man is a man who's self-aware. He knows who he is, he knows where he's going, he knows why he's here on earth, and what he's here to accomplish, right? He's focused. All right. If you see a guy who's all over the place and he's changing jobs, he's changing businesses all the time, right? That guy, it's hard to make a case for that guy to call himself a top tier man. Every man actually wants to be a top tier man, but every man doesn't have it, right? So, but this top tier man, he wants to feel something that when he meets you. And this is not a job interview. He actually wants to feel something when he meets you. So men are often these high quality men are often looking for the vibe. What else? What is it? What is the connection point? Right? And he's feeling it by the energy. And I'm telling you, look, I can fast forward this for you, ladies who are listening to this. There are some things. Look, I'm an observer of this stuff, right? I observe it out when I'm hosting events and when I'm not, right? There are some things that women can do that that really grab that guy's attention, right? Let me tell you something. One of the first things as people run into me and they ask me, say, Coach Kel, give me one piece of advice. This is what the ladies, if you're here, let me see something. Y'all say something if you here. All right. Look, give me one piece of advice that could change my dating experiences. I'm not meeting the quality of men I'm looking for. I'm not finding them. And fellas, look, if y'all listening, go ahead and y'all could chime in, right? Because we want to make this, we want to bring the people together, right? Here's the one piece of advice that I give my single ladies who are looking for a high quality man, the best man they can get, right? My answer is put yourself in the rooms where the quality of man you're looking for is likely to show up, right? I say it all the time. Your grandparents, the reason your grandparents got together is because of proximity. They lived across the street from each other. They lived in each other's neighborhoods. John and Mary went to school together, right? At the school, your mama was like, "Hey, John, look over there. There's Mary. We know Mary. Why don't you marry Mary? We already know her family." Boom, your grandparents get married because they live in the same country little village, went to the same country little school, whatever it is, and and then they had children. They had a family, and then comes you. The reason they got together. So, and to me, the reason that you will find a top tier man in these times is for the same thing, proximity. But in these times, you have a chance to put yourself in the rooms where the quality of men that you're looking for is likely to show up, right? And look, I'll say that this is the same advice I give for the guys, right? If you're tired of gold diggers or whatever it is that you that you want to complain about with women, put yourself in the rooms where the quality of woman that you want is looking for. Okay. Look, I watched the video and I'm doing a matter of fact, I think it's coming out later on today. I did a video on this with Ocho Cinco. It must have been an old video. He was on Club Shay Shay. And on the show, Ocho Cinco says, "Oh, when I talk to a woman, I'm looking for a woman who is athletic." And he said, "I'm looking for an athletic kind of woman. Why? Because I want athletic kids." He said, "I'm looking at them ankles. I'm looking at, he's and Shay, Shannon Sharp said, well, what's with the ankles? Why are you looking at the ankles?" He said, "In every sport, every sport requires good, flexible ankles," right? He said, "I want to raise athletes, not models," right? So if that be the case, if that's the quality of woman that he's looking for, he needs to put himself out there where he might find that woman. Somebody was talking about this online anyway. He said, "So look, so you need to go down to the track meet, go and talk to some basketball girls, like when you're in college or whatever. Go talk to some girls that play volleyball, basketball, even softball, right? And you're more likely, if you want athletic kids, then you need to find an athletic woman and marry her and have some athletic kids." So look, we get what we want by proximity. So whatever it is, the quality of mate that you're looking for, you've got to put yourself in the space, put yourself in the rooms where that quality of person that you're looking for is likely to show up. And that will increase your chance. Now, is it a guarantee? Absolutely not. Is anything a guarantee in these times? 2025, right? Is when I'm shooting this. Is anything a guarantee? Absolutely not. But you're more likely to find what you're looking for if you put yourself in the right rooms, in the rooms where those people are likely to show up. All right. Look, if you got a question, drop your question in the chat. Let's get some conversation going on in the chat. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. So let's keep going on this. So here's the second reason. The second reason is you don't approach energy. We're talking about the reasons why you're not attracting ladies, and this one's for the ladies. And fellas, I want y'all to chime in because we want to help the ladies, right? I don't know any man who desires women that hates women and doesn't want to engage with a great woman. Every guy I know who's single actually just wants a girlfriend. Right? He actually wants it. We always talk about like, oh, he want to be a player, want to be a player. But the majority of men actually just want one girlfriend. They don't really want to be a player, right? So, fellas, if we're gonna have something different out here, we gotta help the ladies to recognize maybe what some things that you want, right? And the ladies can let us know what they want. We listen, we can turn this thing around. We don't have to fight men fighting women and getting nowhere with this stuff. So let's keep going on this. Number 2, the second reason you may not be getting approached by top tier men, you give off don't approach me energy. You give off don't approach me energy. What is don't approach me energy? Face tight, posture, you all stiff, you on your phone. Now, look, here's a big one. Here's a big one, y'all. It's them earphones. Look, ladies, I don't know if you realize it, but when you got your iPhone earphones in, you got your earphones in both ears, that is the universal sign that I don't want to be bothered. That's the universal sign that I don't want to hear from you. Don't talk to me. Leave me alone. But I'm telling you, there may be some great guys who are checking you out and deciding, well, maybe I guess I don't want to bother her. But meanwhile, you're single and you need to be bothered. So those earphones in your ear are a reason that you may not be getting approached. You're giving off that leave me alone energy. And yes, I'm sure there are some guys that are, that you do want to be left alone by, but I'm sure there's probably a guy that you do want to engage. All right. So how do you combat this? Eyes. Ladies don't really know how powerful their eyes are in engaging men, right? That smile. You ever have a guy say, well, why are you not smiling? There's something in us that says we actually desire for a woman to be happy. A happy woman. Now, I'm not a believer in this happy wife, happy life thing, but a happy woman makes a man feel better. Happy woman makes a man feel actually calm, right? There's something about that smile and the warmth that goes with it. So let's keep going on this. Here's the third reason I believe that you may not be getting approached and maybe getting overlooked by top tier men. You don't understand the high value male's psychology. All right. Now everybody knows Kevin Samuels. He didn't invent the term, but he made it pretty popular out here. But it's the truth. All right. He's used to being pursued for what he has. So he's tuned into energy, not effort. All right. So sometimes, you have to understand that he's tuned into he's more because he's used to being pursued for what he has. People are looking at what he has. Does he have the watch? Does he go on trips? Does he have this? Does he have that? Right. So if he is a man of luxury, I like to call them luxury men, they don't chase. They do respond to women who are inviting. So your job, like the lady last night that I was talking to at the event, her job is to invite, invite, make it comfortable for a man to engage you, right? I look around the room. I can think about that room last night, right? There were some women who were sitting on the outside of the table, where the aisle is. Let's say the aisle is right here, and the women who sat on the outside of the aisle got more attention from the men. The women who strategically placed themselves in a place that a man can come up to you, can engage you, those women got more attention. Look, I even saw one woman, she was sitting with her back to that area, right? Let's say the aisle where people got to walk through is here. She was sitting with her back like this. And I was saying to myself, if she turned that chair around, she would get more engagement from the men. I could tell she wanted some engagement from the men. But sometimes it's these little things, y'all, ladies and fellas, y'all chime in on this. There's these little things like this that cause men to either pursue you or to back up from you or to just keep it moving, right? It says when you sit with your back to me, that means you're not open to me. So look, men, look, as much as we do it, men hate that thought of being turned down. So there are some men who are deathly afraid of the word no from a woman, right? So let your body language show that you're open and you're ready. Let's keep going on this. Reason number 4, and you guys chime in the chat. Let me know what y'all think of these. Reason number 4, that you might be getting overlooked. You're overcorrecting the pick me thing. All right, check it out. Independence is sexy, but connection is the goal. Yes, you want to show that you are accomplished, but the point is connecting. It's not one upsmanship. Believe it or not, and I don't know. Listen. I don't understand it, but there are some men who hate the idea of competing with a woman. Like I'm talking about even stuff like basketball. I'm talking about stuff like basketball, right? Take the girl out to play some basketball and get mad if she beats you. A lady told me, she said, I went out on a date. The guy said he wanted to go out and play basketball. And he didn't know that I played basketball in high school. And he didn't think I was going to be that good. She said, I waxed that guy. I beat him by like 10 points. After they finished, they got dressed and got going. He canceled the date and blocked her after that. He canceled the date and blocked her because he couldn't take that she beat him in sports. So look, ladies, for some of these guys, ain't nothing you can do. You're not gonna be able to help some of these guys, right? But just understand that the point is connection. All right. Being emotionally unavailable, but financially stable doesn't make you irresistible. It makes you alone. All right. Let's keep going on this. Reason number 5. Um, reason number 5 that you might be getting overlooked. You haven't invested in a strategy. Dating without a strategy in 2025 is like shopping without money, frustrating and fruitless. All right. And I can tell you, I have clients who invest in coaching. I want to tell you, if you're not finding what you're looking for, invest in coaching, right? Everybody that is successful out here on the major levels, they all have coaches, right? No longer do we have to struggle trying to figure everything out. We now have coaches. I do coaching. Get with me. I'm lovecoachatlanta.com. You can go on, you can book a session with me online. And also in the down below, you can do it as well. So let's keep going on this. So somebody say something. Let me know if any of those things sounded like you. Any of those things sounded like you? All right. If you are a lady and you are serious about figuring this thing out, I got a client right now. She is beautiful, successful. She's made it, and I was able to help her find a quality guy because she followed my instructions. The question is, can you follow instructions? Right? She followed my instructions and she found a great guy. And he locked her down and everything. They're on their way. Now they're having some challenges, and she was able to come back and say, Coach Kel, let me tell you this scenario and tell me if I'm wrong. And guess what I told her? She was wrong. Right? She was wrong. And so they're working on the relationship. Sometimes there's a lot of people out here, y'all, that are teaching men or teaching women how to get to the first base of it, right? For the guys, there are guys, a lot of guys who are teaching how to smash, how to get the girl, but there's no talk on how to maintain a relationship, right? What do you do after the first 3 months? What do you do after the first 6 months? Is it only about meeting? You're just going to keep on meeting women, keep meeting women? I mean, that's nice if that's what you want to do. But at some point in time, you have to figure out how to maintain a relationship. And that's what we talk about here. So if you're interested in getting on that, I'm gonna drop the link in I'll drop the link in the description where you can book a session with me one-on-one, and we can get down to business on your situation. All right. So I appreciate that. Yeah, so you guys have some other questions. Let me engage here. Yes. Deep House says facts. Mr. or Mrs. Wright won't knock on your door by accident. You have to be proactive. That is a fact. Nobody's coming to your house. You have to get out. You have to go out. You have to meet people and make connections. So the question is, what are you doing tonight? What are you doing tonight? How are you going to advance your dating and relationship experience tonight? I'm encouraging you to get out, meet some people. If you're a guy, go where the quality of women that you're looking for are likely to show up. The quality of women. Now, it's not about quantity. It really is about quality. Ladies, same thing. Go tonight where the quality of man that you're looking for is likely to show up, and you increase your chances of meeting a high quality man. All right. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys being here today. I hope y'all have an amazing day. And if you like this and you like more of this, I got more. and I'd love to do it. All right. See you guys next time. Peace and love.